Right everyone, so that was the end of the making of the crossbow. You should now have your fully made crossbow. I don't know if I included this bit in the other video because I haven't decided yet, but I'm going to show you how to put the string on, because I think in that other video the camera cut out, so you'll either see it or you won't. This may be the second time. There's a couple of ways you can put the string on. One way is you can get someone else to help you by bending the prod down for you. But the other way, I'll see if I can show you this. I'll try and show you on this table if I can. You want to put the string on one side. And what I do when it's just me, I sort of you've got to try and push down. Bend the prod in half, not in half, but bend it, and you sort of use the stock as well. But if you don't feel safe doing this, don't do it, because you could break your crossbow doing it this way if you don't know what you're doing. This is quite an awkward way actually, but it's the only way I've got to do it. Another way you could do it is by pushing it against something that will bend both sides at the same time. Well, my string's on. If you can't work it out how to put it on, have a look on the internet. There's probably videos on there that show you. A couple of things I've done to this since that last video. I've changed the little nut that holds the prod in place, and I forgot to mention this, but I've added a couple of washers either side to the trigger and the nut. You can't see that. I'll just show you the bolts I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using a large bolt. I'm going to test this one out, see what this one flies like, with 3 flights. I'm going to have to just cut off the bottom. I'm going to use an ordinary pistol bolt. Let's see which one works better. So let's do some shooting then. Right, there you go then. That was the pistol crossbow shooting. Fired pretty well, didn't it? I need to adjust the sight a bit to get it more on target. It took me a long time to actually hit the bottle. Here's some tips for you now. Obviously when you shoot you've got to put the nut in the right position every time. So every time you shoot you then readjust the nut like that so that you can then just cock it. I have to let that off. Because it moves obviously, so you have to readjust that every time. Also I had about 4 misfires where the string jumped over the bolt. I don't actually know how to solve that. Well, I know how to solve it while you're shooting, but I don't know how to solve it, you know, permanently. But all I did was, when I shot, instead of having my bolt right back, and I'll show you in a minute, instead of having my bolt right back into the firing position here, hang on, to there, you know, as close to the nut as possible. Sometimes when I shot like that, the string was jumping over the bolt, so all I did, I moved it to about there and shot. Well, actually it was a bit further back than that. I was putting mine about there, and that way the string was then not jumping over the bolt. It was firing good, you know, it's enjoyable. It fires just as good as any pistol crossbow you can buy, but this one's, you know, made by itself. So when I used this large bolt, I had to cut down the flights. It's a bit too heavy really anyway. You're less likely to get any string jump over, but it's just too heavy and bulky. It doesn't really suit the pistol crossbow. So stick to little darts like, you know, little bolts like this, or you can make your own, you know. I could, if I can't right now, but if I can find the materials later on, I'll show you how to make bolts. But at this moment in time I cannot show you. So I hope you've enjoyed this series. I certainly enjoyed making it and showing you how to do it, and I think after this I'll probably do a full review of this to sort of advertise the tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed it. See you later.